Hey, what's going on? It's Josh. I got some important news for you today regarding the Paleolithic diet. There's a lot of different kinds of diets, obviously. This one is one of the good ones because it's long-term. It's creating a habit. It's changing the way that you look at food on the long term so that you can get results continuously. This isn't something you do for 3 months and then go back to the way that you're eating, gain all your weight back, yada, yada, yada. This is the thing I've always liked about this kind of diet, even before I knew it was called the Paleolithic diet, is the fact that it just makes sense. I'm a firm believer that most of everything that we need in life is already here. It's already been given to us in the earth. So the general rule here is eat what comes from the earth. If you can't kill it, pick it off a tree, or dig it up out of the ground, you don't really need it. So the idea here is, again, when you go grocery shopping, pay attention to what's on the perimeter of the store. That's where your good stuff comes. Anything that comes in a box, and that's usually on the aisles of the store, is man-made processed garbage. So if you're sticking to leafy green vegetables, fruits, particularly citrus fruits, peanuts, almonds, macadamia nuts, those types of things, pretty much any kind of root vegetable, carrots, stuff like that, you're going to be all right. The things you want to stay away from, again, are anything processed. You'll recognize what those are. If you just think, if you can't go out and find it in nature, then don't buy it. You can have chicken, beef, fish, shellfish, eggs, these kinds of things. That's all, natural, easy stuff that doesn't take us doing a lot of stuff to it in order to be able to eat it. Dairy is one of those things, there's a process to it, so you want to stay away from dairy. This particular diet got its name, the Paleolithic diet, because that's what people during that time period ate. And if you're not familiar with that age, it actually means old stone. People call it the Stone Age. Really, where that comes from is they found that they used stone tools, so that's where you get Paleolithic. But at any rate, it's really just getting back to nature. And if you can, your body's going to follow your mind. So if your mind makes sure that this makes sense to you, convince yourself this makes sense. Eat what comes from the earth. It's good for you. Your body's going to crave some of the other stuff that you've been eating all along, especially if you have a diet that's high in sugar, refined sugars. Your body's going to crave that within the first 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks maybe. But if you keep telling your body, this is what's good for me, this is what I'm going to eat, for a longer period of time, you'll adjust to it. And what you're going to find is you're going to have more energy. You're going to prevent disease. This type of diet can actually reverse certain types of diseases, particularly type 2 diabetes. But it's just a really good way of eating. It doesn't mean that you're not going to ever get to eat pasta or bread or anything like that again. You can, certainly. Say you go out to dinner once a month. Eat what you want. It's all right. It's not a big deal. But you want to be in the habit of eating this way. You actually find that it ends up being a little bit cheaper for you too, because a lot of the boxed goods and things like that, you fill up your cabinets with them, and your grocery bills end up being a little bit higher. But if you're just concentrating on keeping the house full of vegetables and healthy snacks like fruits and nuts and things like that, you'll be in good shape. As far as oils and things like that, there's a lot of different oils that we use to cook with. You want to try to stick to the most natural ones. They wouldn't have had these high-tech oils. So, oils that come from fruits and things like olive oils, palm oils, avocado, macadamia, hazelnut, any oils that come from nuts are typically pretty good. Because dairy isn't really on this menu, if you will, you'll want to supplement with some sort of vitamin D, daily vitamin D supplement, to promote bone growth and things like that. But it's really pretty easy. There's no set parameters as to how many meals you need to eat per day. It's really just an eat when you're hungry sort of thing. So there is some flexibility there. It's not trying to force yourself into a eat 6 times a day sort of thing or anything like that. Really, it's just a matter of snacking on good, healthy vegetables, so you're getting fiber and the right kind of carbs that come from vegetables, particularly green leafy vegetables, and proteins. You'll find that after doing this for a period of time, like I said, you're going to have some success with losing fat if you're keeping up with an exercise program. This slows the aging process. This diet's popular amongst life extensionists. You can live to be old and not be crapping your pants. Also, you know, as far as drinks, everybody loves sweet tea and Cokes and all this kind of stuff. I do too. But obviously sugar's not on the menu, and we wouldn't have had a way to create soft drinks at that time in history. So you really want to stick with like water and tea, particularly green tea. And if you saw the video on green tea, you already know it's awesome. It's going to help you burn fat. Has antioxidants. It's got lots of good things for you in there. But again, read the rest of the article on the page below, and don't just give it a try. You know, stick with it. You'd be surprised what you get.